Welcome to a new episode of Nico's Market Notes. It is very important to understand the economic context in which we are in 2022 to follow and understand and digest the weekly videos that we are going to post here. Go back to 2020, we had a pandemic, COVID. Half or more of the world population had to stay at home. People staying at home couldn't spend, go to work, deliver services to people, produce or manufacture goods as much as in normal times. The way governments and central banks tried to fight the economic slowdown that came with COVID, because nothing was moving around the world, has been to provide emergency fiscal and monetary spending across different regions. These emergency packages have been of incredible help to offer money to investors, markets, and to normal people and businesses. So after a number of months in 2020, we had a situation of very little production. Manufacturing activity went down. This caused also supply chain bottlenecks to distribute scarcely produced goods from China and emerging markets to the rest of the world. While demand had increased the savings of people staying at home and also more money provided in some regions by governments, demand of goods and services increased. So we have lower production, problematic supply chain and distribution, and higher demand. And after a number of months of these tensions, we started seeing the prices of these goods going up, which is nothing less than inflation. So supply chain bottlenecks and slow manufacturing and pent-up demand started to increase prices and inflation. And inflation is very bad because on one side, the more prices go up, the less people will buy certain goods and services because money for people is not infinite. On the other side, inflation erodes the income obtained by investors. It is a big and powerful enemy of central banks. What central banks can do to fight against inflation is to increase interest rates, bring monetary policy from easy to neutral or tight. The more we increase interest rates, the more it becomes expensive for people not to save and consume. Because if you save, you are getting paid a higher and higher interest rate, finally after many years, by your bank. The issue is that the more central banks hike interest rates, the more people will save instead of spending, meaning that economic growth will at some point slow